server is Gomez, the comic collector, with the contest / appreciation for Fred Hall Direct Edition. He's almost around, I believe, 400 subs. Let's get him around that range. I'm gonna leave the description below to sub him up. He wanted us to shout out a few subscribers, channels out there, subscribers that or channels that I've been watching. Lindsay, Geeked Out Knickknacks. You got the Chinist, who does weekly pulls and information based on the comics, because he reads his stack, then he does his video. I wish I can have the time to do that. I gotta read. I gotta catch up on my shit. You got Villain, comic book Villain. They call him Villain of Comics. He's always stealing them shits, grabbing bags and bags of goodies. He gets his variants. He gets the recents. A little bit of back issues, but not as much. More recent. And great guy if you want to know what's out there, because he grabs about 95% of that comics out there. He was no Rag 718. He hasn't done a video in a minute, but he always has a 9.8 greatness. There's Exile Asian Steak. He's always doing a Sunday, and he did a recent haul, new one. You got Comic Book Junkie. It just list goes on and on. You got 64-page special, who always does contests and supports the community. Spider Comic 7, he does videos once in a while. He got a Grell recently, month and a half ago. The list just goes on and on and on of people that are out there. This industry is so big. Fred Direct Edition. I'm always been watching your channels. Always been a very big supporter when it comes to your videos. I try to catch them. They're long, but they're lengthy. But man, you got the what you eat. You got what you where you go, where you get, and you always get them half-price books that are really good for your collection and run. Bro, it's just congratulations. For your hopefully you get more subs out there, and you will. It's just I'm just glad, to be honest, to just be part of this industry and to collect my comics and show the world, or show whoever's watching my comics. And you wanted to say who's my favorite superhero? That was another question. I'm not really I don't know who to choose, but I went with Batman / Spawn. Spawn's always gonna be one of my favorite. I was gonna do Wolverine. I was a little mixed, but I was like, you know what? Let's just get Batman. I've been reading a lot more lately, and Spawn I've been collecting since day one. But I didn't miss the boat when he had that freeze moment. So those were my two superheroes, my supervillains. Since I picked two of them, he got to pick two villains, and I picked the Violator. I like the Violator. He violates things. He was the first, I believe, the first few issues of Spawn, and he's always coming back and forth once in a while. And that guy's been one of the villains that I really liked in the artwork, and when the movie came out, John Leguizamo. And then you said what's called the villain. My next villain will be Joker. The Joker is always gonna be one of the greatest villains, especially with Batman, and also in Batman situation. And it's just his character. He always changes, and the way he does his attitude and his mind, and he's just a crazy ass motherfucker. And he said, when did I start collecting? You know what? I collected when I was probably a kid, doing karate classes, dropping in. But I was more into like comic cards and baseball cards and football cards, and then I started picking up a comic here and there. Nothing crazy, because I didn't really care about reading as a kid. When my genre, I always wanted to go play basketball, football, 4-square, 2-square, dodgeball. I was a kid outside all the time. So for me to collect comics, I had to be a person who was isolated as a kid and just wanted to read and don't do nothing. And I was a very sporty kid when I was young. I was doing football and karate, and I was just always busy. And so me reading, I just had no time, and just homework and playing outside. That's why I look forward more, and riding my bike. So I wasn't really collecting as a kid. I collected more when I was like around 18. I collected for 4 or 5 years, and then I kind of paused. had my daughter, and then I recollected by about 4 years now, 4 years ago. So it was 4 or 5 years ago. I don't know exactly when I really started again, but I really enjoyed this collecting. I just really collecting comics. I got more into the knowledge of it. And Fred Hall Direct Edition. This is for you, brother. This is for your contest. I'm gonna leave a description below on him. Sub this guy up. He's a great guy in the community. Always puts out weekly videos. I try to catch up, and I'm always a little bit late to the party, but never a dull moment when it comes to your videos, brothers. This is Gomez, the comic collector. Hashtag everybody's broski. You know what I mean. You've seen it out there. I'm out of here. Yeah, boy. Gonzos.